All right, we are back to Disco Elysium. There we go, we're alive. Okay, cool. Let's go. I was gonna play Frostpunk. I guess I can't do that.
Hello. Well, they may not look impressive, but Lena designed them quite
She's very
cleverly.
clever.
Yes.
More than some. He admires this about her.
Simple. Attracted by the locusts, the phasmid crawls down. At least, that's the intention. The net isn't a perfect solution, but we didn't want to use anything that might damage the specimen's delicate exoskeleton. Locusts. Nearly all known phasmids are herbivores, of course. They'll work, I assure you. The predatory hypothesis, using locusts. Yes. What? And I'm eager to return to her. My wife understands that.
Come on, Morale. We've been
Okay,
soaking
Gary.
out here for days.
And leave the traps? Absolutely.
Come on. She wants us back. I'm soaked up to my nuts over here. We'll both...
Of course it's important to her. She's seen... Yes. That's how we first came to know one another, in fact. But that's her story to tell, not mine.
Needless to say, you must ask her about the mysterious phasmid.
Suffice to say, it's long been... No. The traps need...
He's dead set on this.
Vegan?
I've just always liked how...
He seems reluctant to talk about himself, but he'll open.
It's not child's play. Just because I have to traipse through the mud every so often. No. Very few cryptids are ever discovered, and not for a lack of trying. To stay hidden is a cryptid of the list of cryptids kept by the Cryptozoological Society of Chemney, which is 4,082 items long. About 2,000 have been confirmed. 2 are categorized as confirmed discoveries. Yes, the Chateau Quan forest pygmy.
The pygmy.
Turned out to be an extinct species of primate, and a cave salamander from Yugograd, who is, honestly, quite unremarkable. It's in a zoo somewhere. We cryptozoologists are brutally honest with ourselves. More indeed.
Yep.
If our
I know it's real now,
is
so...
successful, every paper in the world will report on it. From Revachol to Duchantu. It will be a zoological...
The hair on your arms stand up.
Real. I know you think one is a respectable profession, while the other is superstition. Everyone does. My methods do not differ from other scientists. I simply draw upon a wider variety of evidence.
Your nerve endings tell you there is no such thing as a positive surprise.
They're mostly miserable, dude.
Agreed. Yet there is always a chance, albeit a small one, of a truly good surprise. One simply needs to look at the history of science. Serendipities... No, as I said, I have yet to...
Kinds of evidence.
From forgotten regional lore to newspaper accounts, like the one that brought us here, to look for the phasmid. I keep a very open mind. Yes? I didn't expect you to take such an interest in our work here, officer.
I'm hooked.
The bug I see. It's easier to get caught up in the search than you. There are 4 in total. One is another we set in Land's End, to the northeast. It's behind a small sand dune there. On your way to the old road. The 3rd is set near the canal, where you crossed, by a concrete slab. I beg you should check at least one. Bring it to me at once. Just make sure the trap is... That's highly unlikely, officer. But in the event you do, I'll spray you with a pheromone. It's made of musk and research chemicals. The pheromone should attract the insect to you. Or at least...
Lay it on me thick.
This is the smell of dying reeds, of longing crumbling into the water.
Shivers.
I hope you're not buying this. It dispenses it without letting you touch the canister, so it would be precious like holy water.
It is precious. A single dose cost me 50 real to develop. Not that I expect you to understand self-financing one's own research.
Right. Which means you two can pack up and go back to...
Whatever he thinks about this detour, It's clear that these men are exhausted.
Finally, someone's talking sense.
Okay, Mr. Fascist.
Thank you for your help. Gary, all right? What
You need to ask him about specific cryptids. Cryptids you've heard.
I see you've been talking about cryptids.
A warm wave passes him.
We travelled to South Safra to look for it once. Gary and I got stuck in a rainstorm.
Poor Gary.
And had to spend most of our time there in a little village. The search was fabulously unsuccessful, but the people were very nice. I'm glad they didn't understand what Gary was saying about them.
What?
What?
South Safra? They're just on a different rung of the ladder, Morale. I have no
Racist.
problem with them.
Really? You kept complaining about how dirty everything is, but we digress.
They're a nascent culture. I just didn't feel comfortable. And let's change the topic, okay? Talk about your critter.
Yes, back to cryptozoology. You don't want to sow disagreement between friends.
You almost caught
Willow
one?
person. It's a long... They're not people, really. Some argue they aren't really animals, as they seem to have evolved directly from trees. They're very, very thin, almost flat in fact, and can camouflage themselves easily, wrapping themselves around trees and blending in with the tree bark. In that way, they're not too dissimilar from the phasmid we're looking for here.
Okay, I've seen them.
You probably have. Gary and I painted an entire grove's worth of trees in slow
Guy's so
drying
gritty with his
paints.
voice.
It was a bright lavender colour. I was hoping one of the willow people would get paint on it and not be able to camouflage itself. After waiting in hiding for hours, I saw a figure slip from one of them. I chased it with a net. Not very elegant. You can't be...
A lavender shadow.
I know
Yeah.
you think we were snacking on funny mushrooms. It's easier to mock someone than to admit that the world might be more interesting than you've imagined. Furthermore, I'm not saying it was a confirmed sighting.
Just something
I'm
got
painfully
darker.
aware of what goes into verifying such things. There is a serious possibility that I saw a squirrel or a trick of the light. I am my own harshest critic. Confirmed. It's 100% verified and meets all the standards.
The gnome.
Probably the most dangerous, yes.
He doesn't want to make it feel like you knowing it is some big deal.
The most dangerous cryptid is a carnivorous ruminant known
The dread moose.
The dread moose subsists entirely on flesh. It has even been known to dig up fresh
Does it attack people?
human remains have been found deep in the forest, torn apart, then trampled into the mulch by large hooves. Infer from that what you will.
What does it look like?
Just like an ordinary ardent moose.
How can you tell it's ordinary or
You
not?
can't. That's what makes it so dreadful. And hot.
Of course you do.
The
Fuck
bodies
you, Kim.
found in the forest are just one piece of physical evidence. There's more. Sighting.
A detective. Pardon me, I did not wish to seek conflict. It's...
Understood, Lieutenant. That's impressive, I guess. But have you seen it with your own eyes?
Yes.
Remarkable. When? That's what I thought. You haven't actually seen it. And I can't imagine how you could either. I
Fair
fear
enough.
this mindless... Oh, everyone knows about that one. Thanks to Professor Mijanu being...
A bit of jealousy there. He'd want
Aw.
that glory, truth be told. Even if he'd have to inject himself.
Although, probably because her life ended as a result of her work in Gutler. No one remembers her contributions to the search for the Nongok. A
Nongok?
flightless cursor owl found in the Seminine Isles. Its long legs permit the Nongok to run faster than any other avian, perhaps any other animal, when it's not hunting its prey in this manner. The Ock hangs from tree branches, like a bat, waiting to dive on hapless prey below on the jungle floor. Mijanu liked extreme animals, you see. One of the few figures of the academic establishment.
Why'd she disappear?
Decades ago, in the 30s. I didn't know it. No
Encrypted.
offense, officer, but I'm not much of a pedagogue. I don't know what I would have done if me. I'm not a people person,
Ah,
unless you haven't noticed. and I don't make a good lecturer. My strength lies in field work and persistence.
All right, morale.
By all means.
Interfacing. Ding! Hey, you racist fuck.
Hello, I'm Gary. Very generous of you. Yellow man. I mean, officer.
The lieutenant raises his eyebrow. Yellow man. That sounds awfully familiar.
I'm just waiting for my friend Morel to finish up with his insect traps so we can return to civilization. I like nature, just not this bloody coast. It's mostly drunks and degenerates that come here. Oh, I've been tempted. But someone has to stay strong for Revachol.
Revachol.
Serious question time. This man is no innocent. No one is.
My mug? Why would you think that? Really? I hear it all the time. All in jest, of course. No okay, I admit it. I threw the mug away in the trash container behind
asshole.
the hostel. You're not going to find me, are you? Okay, I deserve that. I don't know what got into me. Stuffing my garbage in another man's property, it's...
What did you do, Gary?
Nothing. Nothing. Just answering some questions. Helping out.
Pay me, you sniveling little shit.
Here we go. Start pumping that sweet info.
Officer, please. Let me explain. It's not like
Do
I was
explain.
only cleaning up. I live right across the yard from where he was hanged, and I saw him stripped naked. All the clothes.
What happened?
Then I came out to clean up the rags because no one else would.
Excuses.
I put them into the whirling's trash, along with a broken mug, admittedly. Okay. I was coming to throw the mug away, and...
Right. It was just civic.
Exactly. That's it. I know a guy who works with the trash collection services, CS Municipal. He gave me a master key for the trash containers of Martinez.
Why would you need that?
So I can use the Whirling's trash compactor to store my own stuff. Garbage disposal is expensive as hell. The damn Hemians run it like a mob. I'm sorry, okay? I thought I could cut costs.
Disgraced. No need for the histrionic, sir. It was, after all, just a...
He studies his reaction. Gary doesn't answer.
You have any about the armor?
No. I mean, yes. Of course. I know he was wearing armor, but I don't know anything about it. I hope I could help your investigation.
Don't be so relieved yet, Gary. This bad cop may have been in your apartment, admiring your mug collection. Perhaps a little intimidation.
Alright, BRB, real quick. Alright. Back.
Always a pleasure to see an officer of the law.
Okay, Gary.
I mean, officers. I told you everything I know, sir. No. I help Morel with research sometimes, and I've learned some things along the way. But I don't usually go in for...
What does he do then? This feels...
Oh, this and that.
Shady.
Officer, I would never. I work as a special courier. You know, urgent...
All kinds of things.
Oh, I don't know the contents, officer. Part of my job. Yes, officer? Not many Sealites here, or anywhere, other than...
Do you remember how, when we met Measurehead and I said the next racist will be the really good one?
Yep.
Well, this is that racist.
Hey, man, all I meant was there are not many Sealites around here. I'm just stating a fact.
I guess that could be true technically.
No problem at all. Sure do, officer. In my home. Yes. When I was going to... How did you know? Is this about the Union? Did the big man open the door?
I did.
So you work for Everard Clare? Officer, please tell him we're good. No, tell him I'll make it up to him. What
Weasel.
have I done? He'll send the muscle after me.
It's over, Gary.
Of course. I won't do it again.
This scared him proper. He's positively melting from fear.
The weather vane has turned. He cannot be unturned.
He clearly liked his squirming. He may even have changed his mind about the whole door-opening operation.
Do I want to save Scum? Maybe a little bit. Speed. Slap's a slap.
Always a pleasure. I mean, officers.
That shirt looks very uncomfortable on him. Look at the buttons, barely keeping that thing together, as if something is ready to... Yes, like a piece of ceramic armor, for example. One that makes a clicking sound when the plates meet each other.
You fucker.
Resembling pearls or marbles. Stolen.
I knew you'd figure it out, officer. I was ashamed of what I did. And I didn't want you to know.
You fucker.
This shame.
Gary, what's going on?
Later, Morale. I've got apologizing to do.
Okay, you lazy crypto-fascist bitch.
No, you've got explaining to do.
He sighs again, hangs his head, and unbuttons his shirt fully. A cuirass that matches the dead man's boots
Ayo.
comes into view. Soon it is in your hands, smelling of his sweat.
Icky.
But so light to hold, like a bag of cotton.
Everyone was picking those pieces off him, and I was watching them do it. And they'd scattered his clothes all over the yard. Everything was smelling. So I went there to take out the trash and started cleaning up. All those rags on the ground, him swinging up there, and I had a lapse of honor, sir. I thought, he's a foreigner. They all say he wasn't from here.
He's foreign, so you can desecrate his corpse and steal his shit?
Only the cuirass
Oh, fuck
was
you.
left. So I stripped it off him. It was early in the morning. No one saw me. I took it with me. It was a mistake. Had I known it'd give you guys trouble, I wouldn't have... Fuck.
It's okay. It was a loose end.
I'm so fucking sorry I called you Yellow Man. Sealite officers commanded the suzerain's navy. Most of them sided with the king when...
It's difficult to say what the
You
lieutenant
dweeb.
thinks of this historic apology.
Because I was weak. I should have told you the moment I saw you. But...
That sounds like a crypto-fascist a little bit, you
The
know?
hell, Gary? You in trouble?
I'll explain later. I always thought it was the Union, but I sure as hell won't go around saying that anymore. You have my word.
Fair enough.
I don't know, and I won't be running my mouth on this subject anymore. Yes, absolutely. I will never do anything like this again.
Thank you.
I won't mess with Mr. Clare either. You have my...
Aha. Ding.
That patch of reeds over there, it's a great place to hide something. Kind of like that we don't have a reason to. Nothing.
Just the buoy. Fuck me. Mirror neurons. Ding. No boat there.
There's a trap in the behind you. When this locusts are
Big surprise. Anyway, one down, surely.
Fuck you, Kim.
a scattering of bullet holes is spread across the cracked wall, reaching from one corner to the other.
Correct.
Uh-huh.
Meaning, this is a lot of bullet holes. Looks like fully automatic rifle fire.
Why don't we see that now?
Manufacturing and sale of automatic rifles was curtailed after the revolution. The destructive power of such tools proved to be too much.
Uh-huh. Alright, let's get some smokes. Wait, where are my smokes?
A scattering of bullet holes is spread across the cracked wall, unable to piece together. The scattering of bullet holes looks like one giant...
Fuck. Let's go around. Oh, heck yes. Actually, I have no hat at all. That's a net gain. Let's go for it. Bullshit. Some of this game is a bit bullshit on what you can and can't walk through. Has not been used in decades. Great.
This is the trap. The reeds, the later it gets. This trap...
Another empty trap.
Lucky one.
The next one has a crab trapped in it. These are just...
Don't be mean, Kim. Let's talk about the Humpty Dumpty Dump Center. Do it.
Go again. Sure. What's on your mind? They used them for military communication. What's the Mars Decree?
A short-lived...
It's a beautiful piece of text. I tried to get Mikhail to memorize it. They used them for military communication. What's the Mars Decree?
A short-lived...
It's a beautiful piece of text, actually. A singer-songwriter I know. I tried to get Mikhail to memorize it. Actually, no one knows.
Buckle up.
10 years ago, I did a little freelance, I guess you could say. I was a special consultant for an exhibition at the Humpty Dumpty Dum Center in Vredefort, Oranje.
Wait, did he just say
Humpty Dumpty Dome Center?
He did it. He said Wumpty Dumpty Dom Center, like it's the most natural thing in... What the hell is a Wumpty Dumpty Dom Center? And
the Wumpty Dumpty Dom Center for Contemporary Art. The exhibition itself drew on Lagerman's notion of memory, and so there were some parallels. That's why the head curator, Paul Ockerman, chose to...
Actually, I think there is. No, it's too much. He's joking.
In fact, I'm not. The Wumpty Dumpty Dom Center is a place you can visit if you're ever in Vredefort and are ever in the market for an exhibition space / contemporary art research center. But perhaps I should return to the tape computers. As I was saying, the device itself was very elegant, very, very cool. Though, who knows? But of course.
Fellow cop asshole. Tell me I'm a lunatic, come on. Ah!
someone has left an unidentified cloth. It's
Please tell me you're not taking that with you. I'm sure he'll be thrilled to have it reached.
Icky. Money. It's a hit. Don't give me that do-good bullshit.
There's still some unused change in there. The machine waits for a number to be dialed. You close your... Strange. This is not how you start. 4111.
Call it.
Yes. 4 and ultra calling. Calling. The saddest, both pitiful and terrifying. You've calling still. Ringing by the bedside of a dark but capacious apartment with long wind. The handset starts slipping from your sweaty palm. You can't. Calling. 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 Callings. Then the ocean.
Hello?
Fuck you.
You're not a revolutionary, Harry. You're drunk. Because it's me. Look, I don't understand what you're saying or why you're calling me. You seem drunk. Oh, God. Do you know what time it is?
No.
It's 4 o'clock, Harry. I need to wake up in 2 hours. I'm in Morova, sleeping. To work. The academy, where I work.
No response, only a sigh.
What do you want to talk about that we haven't talked about already?
This is bad. You feel your right hand on the handset.
No, I want to go to sleep.
My heart hurts.
Oh no, please stop. Please, let's just...
She does not answer anymore.
Harry.
Disconnect tone. The machine ran out of money. You dial the number again. The calling.
Calling.
Calling. It looks like she doesn't want to be.
Let it ring.
Calling.
Harry.
Underneath it, she is naked and warm under a blanket. Phone hang. Disconnect tone. You dial the number. Calling. And calling.
Ouch.
The cold metal takes your mind away from that.
That's enough now, officer.
Ouch.
It didn't give your hand is swelling.
Officer, that's enough.
Fine.
A metal payphone under a yellow plastic dome. There's a bit life is garbage.
I'm not quite getting this, but I'll get it eventually. Maybe. Wham, 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 wham. Still gotta talk to the smoker.
The bear's eyes are still glowing red. It's guarding over the freezing corpse hidden inside its belly.
Take him away, Ken.
I will need a little help carrying him.
What? Your car is gone, Kim. Come on, boy. Come on, man. Let's try and ask Classy out.
Can I help
Interesting.
you? Got the 20 real? Then why are you wasting my time and yours? What thing? Why?
What?
No, fuck it. I don't want to know. I don't want to know why these degenerates do what they do. I thought we had one good guest.
He really
Who are you?
doesn't like it being classier.
Yeah, well, she's not a guest, is she?
What? Did someone mention my name?
Fuck you, Gart.
We were just paying you a compliment. And finding out a degenerate from room 3 nicked the phone line. Everything is okay. Good thing that guest pays for her stuff on time. I'll forward her the bill and be done with it. Was there anything else? What?
By the way, you should come back to this thing-based questionnaire if you see...
Another thing. Great. Yes? What is this thing?
Well, it'll be nice.
What? The interior decorating kind? You know, I'm sorry. This is actually a nice bird. I can fix it to the plaque and have a new bird in the establishment, I guess. So, I don't know. Thank you. I'm gonna go with
Thank you,
it.
Gart. Thank you.
People just don't know how to accept gifts, especially taxidermy. He liked
Absolutely out of the question.
Why?
absolutely in the question. First,
Hey, F you, Gart.
Hey,
well, bringing him that,
do I have a shaker in my hand?
he sounds irritated.
Am I wearing a little... Am I smiling? Do you see me smiling and shaking my little shaker? No. That's right.
What you want is play it
Give me a
calm.
drink.
This man needs to understand you need...
Oh, well, in that case, let me pour you a nice, big, refreshing marinella. Do you want that out of a glass or a pineapple? Don't be an imbecile. I'm not going to serve you a marinella.
Fuck you.
I have work to do.
Hey, fake couple.
Again? I can't believe this shit.
I'm going to say no. Just to see what...
God fucking shit.
Thanks, John.
None of this is great news for him. Okay, I was clear.
And you.
Yes? What is it?
God damn it, you leave her alone. Keep your weird bullshit to yourself and be professional for once, for fuck's sake.
Can I actually help you with something?
Yes, of course.
What precinct?
Am I from?
Fucking deranged lunatic.
Of course I'm with him. Why do you ask?
He's cool.
Well, he's not. He's a sack of shit barely kept together by crazy glue. But at least he tries, unlike you.
You sound sad.
Please, let's not turn this into another exchange, okay?
Talk to Artie and them. Why not?
One lonesome clown. What a sad side. What do you want?
Again, just get the dead guy's autograph.
Good one.
Yeah, lawman. Why don't you?
Weren't you warned to not go down this path? And yet,
Not in the arresting mood?
a fearful readiness, like an electric...
Look, Cobb, I know you think you're doing your job here, but there are 7 of us.
The bore's the size of... The last thing you hear is a little murmur. Not a blast, not an echo. No one screams. It's more dead cops. Sad news from the district of Martinez, where the body of a police officer was found floating in...
Fuck you, Titus. So money in there. Great. I belong here. For sure.
I was just thinking, what a nice day for questions pertaining to a murder investigation. It sounds like the boys would have preferred my saying it did happen.
She is not at all worried the tape will contradict her statement.
What does that recording say? May I suggest the stereo system in your room? I'm sure it plays more than Oh and the Sats. Mine, unfortunately, only comes with a mimsy little radio. Another broken thing in a line of...
Let's be quick here. Let's get a nice play. Bullshit. Yummy.
The portal reel is just not so fast. Somewhere between the GRIH and La Cycle. As you take the contrast feels chilly. The face of King Freecell smiles at you. For some reason, comrade. But, so please, you flip back to the front of the magazine.
Fuck it, I'll look at this tomorrow. Good night.